Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to the Broncos Buzz on the MHRT network, as well as our own channel, Broncos Buzz on YouTube. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my co-host comments, my comments, your comments, all important in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. My co-host is Conan Spence. I am the host, Bronco Bill. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Really do appreciate it. Guys, it is bye week. Bye week. I'm wearing a championship hat. I know it was from 1997 when we won the AFC West, but that's champions because we won this was champions winning the AFC Conference. I'm wearing it because we won the AFC West for the first time in 10 years. Guys, I am so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. You guys are here on a Friday night enjoying the bye week. Enjoying the bye week. Before we get into anything, Spence, how in heaven's name was your New Year's? I know we talked about it, but again, how was your past week?
It was good. My son, who is now 5'6", he's getting taller. The day is coming where I'm going to be looking up to him and say, "Aiden, you're grounded." He's going to look down at me and go, "Yeah, right, Dad." We actually went up to Big Bear here in the mountains, not too far from us. He loves going up there, celebrating his Christmas or celebrating his birthday, but we had no snow. We actually had a little heat wave, which melted most of the snow, and they're having another heat wave coming next week, and the mountain can't produce snow fast enough. So we went up there, had a good family vacation, relaxed. Just had a good time and enjoyed. How about you? How's your week been?
My week's been good. It's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. I got asked to work on a Tuesday, which I normally don't. And then now I just got asked to work this coming Sunday. So I'm working 6 days straight. It's crazy, man. It's all good. But hey, you know what? It's okay because I missed a couple of days due to the rain. So makes up for it. It's all good. And I enjoy what I do. I really do enjoy what I do. But getting up at 4 o'clock is a little tough. But hey, you know what? I'm only going to do this for another couple of years. And now I'm going to call it an official retirement from everything. Well, hold on.
Not everything.
I was just going to say, honeydews will kick in big time.
Oh.
I'll be back to full-time work again. So, but it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, I wanted to ask, we are having out here in Santa Clarita, we are having some absolutely brutal winds.
That's what I heard. I heard about that.
My next door neighbor has one of those thermometers out there that measures the wind speed also. And in the middle of the night, last night, it got up to 71 miles per hour.
Did he lose anything in his house? His shingles or?
We've just, all of my wonderful roses that my wife plants had all the little flower buds all over the backyard. So it's been a really windy day. How about down there for you? And we're in your neck.
Not bad. It's been cold though. The high today was 59. I'm like, holy smokes! Wow. I'm not used to this in Southern California at 59. I have heated gloves that my wife bought me last year for Christmas. I wore those and they're fantastic. But oh man, it got cold. 49 degrees, man. I mean 49. 59 degrees was a high. I got to work today at 5:30 in the morning. 34 degrees. 34. I'm like, I'm not liking this. I'm ready for summer again. I don't know about you.
I don't mind 34 degrees. Just have snow come with it, please. Not this dry, blistery weather. If we're going to have cold weather, bring the snow. That's what we need.
True. I agree. I agree.
And mom,
and
I talked to my mom and dad. My dad
in Colorado.
I talked to my mom, dad, they're getting bombed with snow. Dad was showing me pictures of snow all over the yard, all over the front yard. So I was crying because I want snow. But I'm glad mom and dad are enjoying snow up there in Colorado.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome. All right. Before we get into anything it pertains to the actual topics, David Yarkin says our defense has been up and down all season. So I will be more than happy with 2 third-round picks. Talking about Vance Joseph, we'll get into the main topic in a little bit. I got one. I actually got one topic right before that, which coincides with the Vance Joseph. So stick around, David. I know you have medical issues and stuff, but please stick around as long as you can. We will definitely get into that in the very, very next 5 minutes. Give it that.
And actually, we got to sell. Oh, Rudy, go for it.
Oh my gosh, Rudy, new member. Love it. Thank you so much, Rudy. Rudy became a YouTube member. Love it. Thank you so much, Rudy.
Thank you, Rudy.
What level are you on? Just want to know. He said, "What's up, Bronco Maniacs?" We are maniacs.
That was David Yonkin who said that.
David Yonkin said, "What's up, Broncos Maniacs?" Yeah, we are maniacs, but we love doing what we do. Let's see. Rudy says, "What's up, guys?" Oh, also you too, Steve.
Hey, Ruby, how you doing tonight?
Get out of here. David Youngkin said the high today was 85. Where do you live?
You must be in Florida or Texas.
85 degrees?
Or are you in Hawaii?
Reverse that. We were 58. Yeah, we were 58 today. That was our high today, was 58. So take your 85 and reverse it, and that's what we were. T Shywood.
Nice
T.
name
Shywood.
there, T. Nice there, T. Name T.
Says hi. I said, "What's up?" He goes, "Hi, Bronco Bill. Hi, Kona. Hi, Broncos." And then he goes, "Shite." Okay. We'll stick with that. With that.
Chitwood.
Oh, Chitwood. That's pretty close. That's close.
Well, no, if you do it as 3 syllables, it's a little different.
Yeah, that's true. Mega Dr. Dre said, "What's up, homie?"
What's up, Mega?
Time for the Broncos to get Lombardi number 4. I agree. Now, speaking of that, that takes us into, well, before that, T. Shywood says yes to whatever you said, Spence. You got it correct. See? Said you got it correct. There you go. And he goes,
hey, Kona! For you, Tish.
Right.
Tish what?
Tish.
You know that as I get further into my buzz, the pronunciation's going to get a little different.
It's going to be interesting, guys. Stick around. It's fun. He doesn't get hammered, but he just has a good time. All right. Number one topic is not the Vance Joseph yet. That's the next one. Coaches fired. 8 coaches have been fired since Monday. Well, Monday continuing to yesterday. Teams with head coaching openings are, and Spence will have the names of the coaches, but here are the teams: Atlanta Falcons, Baltimore Ravens. Ravens?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Arizona Cardinals, Miami Dolphins, Cleveland Browns, Las Vegas Raiders, New York Giants, and Tennessee Titans. Spence, what of those 8 teams surprised you the most outside of Harbaugh? Because Harbaugh was the biggest surprise. Outside of Harbaugh, which one surprised you the most?
The one that surprised me the most, that really intrigued me, was Raheem Morris down in Atlanta, because the last here in December, they were starting to play much better football. I mean, they got to a point where they could have tied for the outright division. They would have lost every kind of every tiebreaker, but they were in position to really affect the outcome of the NFC South. So Raheem Morris surprised me a little bit. Maybe I think it's Arthur Blanks, who is the owner, was expecting a lot more than another 7-10 season. That one surprised me. Jonathan Gannon in Arizona did not. Brian Callahan in Tennessee did not. Now, you had said 8 coaches got fired since Monday.
Starting Monday, last Monday.
It was actually only 6 coaches because there were 2 coaches that were fired during the season.
Oh, true.
The Tennessee's coach and the Giants coach. Now, I will say this. Now, out of the 8 between Miami, Baltimore, Vegas, Cleveland, Atlanta, Arizona, Tennessee, and the Giants, let me throw this back at you. Which do you think is the most intriguing or interesting job?
Probably Baltimore. I would say Baltimore or the Giants. The Giants, because they have their quarterback. They have a good running game, so to speak. But Baltimore, because they have Lamar Jackson. Now, is he going to be Lamar Jackson of what he normally is? I mean, who knows? But that leads us into the next topic. But before we get to that, did the firing of John Harbaugh shock you?
Not completely. Because,
really?
Well, here's the thing. He has a certain style of how he coaches and how he plays, and it's more of a conservative style. Ownership wants to open up the playbook. They want to have more of a run and gun and, flashy pass offense rather than the grind it out. So you had a difference of what ownership wanted and what Harbaugh wanted. And it's losing that.
But Harbaugh's been winning for 18 seasons until this season.
Well, sometimes you just need a fresh face. He hasn't made an impact in the playoffs since they went to the Super Bowl. Change can be good. It's tough to do. It's surprising to do. And maybe just after 18 years, it was time for a different voice to come into the locker room. Now, here's the other thing is Baltimore's going to have an issue next year with the salary cap. They do not have much flexibility. So anybody who comes in there, you can't really recruit a lot of free agents because you don't have money to spend. The other team that's going to have a big problem is the Miami Dolphins. They are right now about $24 million over the salary cap for 2026. So what do you do with Tua?
Well, they don't really have a solid quarterback. He gets injured left and right. Every time he gets hit, he's like, concussion time. So they need a quarterback. The job that is going to be intriguing me the most is Vegas and the Raiders. Really?
And here's why. They have the number 1 pick, and it's obvious they're going to get Mendoza from Indiana. So with him coming in, who do you get as a head coach? Do you get someone who Mendoza has had experience with, like the Indiana head coach? Dun, 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 dun.
Here's the topic. Here we go. You ready?
Go for it.
With 8 teams, like we just mentioned, needing a new head coach, Vance Joseph of the Broncos, as well as the Broncos quarterback coach, Davis Webb, has been contacted for interviews for various teams. Not individually, as a tandem. Vance Joseph, Davis Webb, together. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Should Vance Joseph and Webb take the jobs of head coach and quarterback coach? Which team, Spence, and those in the chat, of the 8 teams would be the best fit? My answer? Nobody. Stay in Denver. You have it great here. Stay here. But if they do leave, Spence, of the 8 teams I mentioned, who of the 8 teams I mentioned, let me go back again: Atlanta, Baltimore, Arizona, Miami, Cleveland, Vegas, New York Giants, and Tennessee. Which one of those fits them the most? Baltimore?
No, you know what? Baltimore would be the ambitious job, but I think they're going to have really high expectations, like AFC championship game, or you lose your job. Is Vance Joseph the man who's going to be able to lead? I don't know. Maybe possibly the job that might be intriguing for this pair is the New York Giants. The New York Giants have a great quarterback. They've got an offense that is building up. They don't have quite the offensive line. They have a defense that needs help. So that's where Vance Joseph can come in and try to reprioritize that defense. They've got room under the salary cap to bring in some free agents, so they have some room there. Also, you bring your quarterback coach from the Broncos, Webb, with you, who can mentor Dart. So, is the job potential for the match is probably the Giants. Now, look at all the other teams. Miami's a mess. I don't know if
you don't want to go to Miami.
I don't think you want to go to Miami. I think
Arizona
Baltimore's going to have so high expectations. Arizona's a mess. Cleveland's a mess. Atlanta has got some stability, so that's a possibility.
Yeah, but do they stick with God, who's their quarterback? Come on, he came from Minnesota.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, do they stick with Kirk Cousins, or do they try and draft a quarterback?
Who, Atlanta?
Yeah.
Atlanta did draft a quarterback. They got the guy from Washington.
Penix. They got Penix. That's right. They got Penix.
Yeah, Penix.
But he hasn't really played. I mean, it's always been Cousins.
It was Cousins, then
because he got injured. Because Penix got injured,
and then Cousins came back, and Atlanta started playing better. So, I think if Vance Joseph was to leave, and which I don't want him to leave, I think the two best opportunities that fits his persona, his goals, and his ability to be able to coach for more than 1 year would probably be Atlanta or the Giants.
All right, let me ask you this. If the Broncos lose VJ and Davis Webb, do we regress next year?
No. And I think
why?
We
don't have a defensive coordinator. We would have a quarterback coach.
But I think this gets an opportunity for the defense to go in a new direction. Vance Joseph has got some talent.
New direction for being great. I mean
but look at what's been happening the past month or 4 or 5 weeks. Now, outside of the games where we were playing against second string quarterback, we got lit up by the Green Bay Packers. We got lit up by Jacksonville. Washington with a second string quarterback lit us up. And Vance Joseph made some very poor decisions in all of those games coming down to the end. I mean,
we look like crap against the freaking Wagons. I mean, Chargers in the last game of the season. Now, sure, we didn't open up the playbook, obviously.
Right. But these last 2 games offensively, I wasn't too worried about it because all we wanted to do was get the win. This last game we had against the Chargers, all we wanted to do was just get the win, no matter what. No thrills.
Don't get anybody hurt.
Don't get it. Oh my God, Bowles, when he went down, scared the living daylights out of me.
Yep, but he came back. He came back.
So he came back. But in the end, would I love to see Vance Joseph stay another year? Yes, because I think it would make him a more valuable asset next year. Now, if he was to go right now, go for it.
Let me ask you this real quick before you go into it. If the Broncos go deep in the playoffs and or get to the Super Bowl, win or lose, does he stick around to try and get that ring? Or does he, if we're one and done, heaven forbid, if we're one and done, does he bail?
I think if we do not make the Super Bowl, he stays. If we make the Super Bowl, that's the pinnacle of his
Even,
the summit
even
of
if we
what he's-
lose, even if we were
even if
lose
we-
the Super Bowl,
even if we were to lose the Super Bowl, you got to the Super Bowl, and that
Okay.
makes you a
right.
valuable commodity on the
Okay.
open market. So if God forbid, I mean, we go one and done. Yeah, he should stay and rebuild that resume. But you get to a Super Bowl, excuse me, you put on the Super Bowl, you put on your resume, Super Bowl defensive coordinator,
True.
Denver
True.
Broncos.
Good point. Good point. Very good point. I mean, look at Wade Phillips. Look at Wade Phillips when we went to the Super Bowl, and what did he do? He immediately got a head coaching job. So
Okay. Sorry about that. My daughter had came in here to chat with me for a second.
hey, total fine, man. Hey, it's a family show. We got family. You know, I got a wife. I got a mother-in-law. You got a wife and kids. Hey, that's what happened. This is a live show, so that's what happened. Speaking of live show, we do have live people in the chat. So
yeah, we got to get to the chat.
T Wood says, now I want Kona Ice. I don't know what that means, but it's all good.
Chitwood.
David Young,
remember? Chitwood.
Yeah, that's right. David Young said, do you guys, this is interesting. Do you guys see the Steelers head coach get fired if they lose to the Texans? You're talking about, and put that back up there. He's talking about
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
Oh, you want to know something?
I
don't see him getting fired because the Steelers were a victim of a lot of injuries, but also a lot of turnover and a lot of.
They're a victim of their freaking quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Come on, man. That's what they're a victim of.
I didn't want to say they were a victim of a prima donna who is overpaid and shouldn't be there anymore.
No kidding, man. Oh, someone else is watching.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means. Does it mean these guys? These guys are watching? I don't know what that means. It's okay. David Yonkers says Lamar has not played a full season in years, so that's not the most intriguing job. Do you agree?
Well, yeah, I think it's a high demand job because you're coming to an organization that's used to going deep into the playoffs, and here they're not making the playoffs. You've got a quarterback that they paid big value and big dollars to lead them to the promised land, and he's not gotten them there. So they're going to need a voice that can get Lamar and this offense back on the same page. I mean, we all watched that Thanksgiving game where Lamar had 5 turnovers against a Cincinnati Bengals defense that is awful. And that's being polite. That's being really polite, saying that the defense for the Cincinnati Bengals is awful. So
I'm just putting that up on they can read it if they want, which I absolutely believe in all of that. And I just want to put that up there. Thank you, Flame Warrior Golden. Really do appreciate that scripture. Guys, feel free to read that. And do appreciate your comment. Thank you. David Yonkins says VJ knows how to build a defense, but does he know how to build an offense? That's the $1 million question.
That's David, you bring up a good point. That's where maybe VJ needs another year within this system to get more of an acclimation to how an offense gets put together rather than just your defensive knowledge. I mean, we've seen it so many times. There are talented, extremely talented coordinators in the NFL, but to make that jump from a coordinator where you're focused on one aspect of football to now the head coach where you not just have to focus on 3 aspects, which is special teams, offense, and defense, but it's all dealing with the media, dealing with management, dealing with a general manager, dealing with ownership, dealing with marketing, dealing with this, that. It's tough. Taking that's a big jump, and that's why there's only 32 of these precious jobs in the entire world.
Yep. Garrett Shelton says Broncos need to give the ball more to Jaleel McLaughlin. Do you agree?
Yes. I think
Well,
we need to,
since we don't have J.K. Dobbins
yet we make it to
Yeah.
the AFC Championship. He might be available, but I would say this: the running game hasn't been sparkling since Dobbins has been out. So I think the more resources changing up you can get back there, taking the ball and running with it, the better. And someone may have a great day, someone may have a bad day, but I think you just need different options instead of just RJ Harvey.
True. All right. Next topic. Bo Nix and Sean Payton. After the Broncos beat the Wagons, I mean the Chargers, to secure the number 1 seed in the AFC, Bo Nix tied Conor Spence's nemesis, Russell Wilson, for the most wins, 24 in the first 2 seasons as quarterback. Also, Sean Payton, and I did not know this, Sean Payton became the 5th head coach to lead multiple franchises to a number 1 playoff seed. Who were they? I'm going to ask you, Spence, if you know what 2 teams they are. Marty Schottenheimer, I would say the Wagoners.
Yeah, 15-2.
Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other one, Andy Reid, of course, Chiefs and Eagles, right?
Correct.
Tom Coughlin, who did he do it with?
Jacksonville and
Tom Coughlin? Who the heck
the
did
Giants.
he coach?
I think the Giants.
He coached the Giants?
I can't remember.
Tom Coughlin is on that list. Now I agree with the other 3. But Tom Coughlin? Seriously? David Yonkins says later, guys. David, all the best to you, my friend. All the best. May you have a great evening, and thank you so much for always being in the chat. Really do appreciate you, man. Really do. David, take care, my friend.
He led the Giants to the Super Bowl.
And who's the other team?
Jacksonville.
Who's the other team? Okay.
He started with Jacksonville
and the last one is Mike Holmgren, which would be the Packers and who? Packers and who? Mike Holmgren. Packers and I don't know who the other team
Not
is.
Philadelphia, no.
Who would that be?
Mike Holmgren.
So we got Marty Schottenheimer with the Wagoners and Chiefs. Andy Reid with the Chiefs and Eagles. Tom Coughlin with the Giants and Jaguars. And Mike Holmgren with the
Seattle.
Packers and
Seahawks.
That's right. He did have Seattle. Have Seattle. That's an interesting little topic right there. That's pretty cool, huh? That's pretty cool. I'm glad that and guess what? Sean Payton's in that mix with who? Denver Broncos, and who's the other one?
New Orleans Saints.
There you go. Now, on the heels of Bo Nix and Sean Payton, how about this one from Bo Nix?
Yeah.
Last Sunday, Bo Nix heard from the fans of Denver, but not in a positive way. After Denver struggled to get first downs and even score an offensive touchdown, Bo Nix heard boos from the Broncos faithful. Nix said after the game, and I quote, "I've been booed before. and I'll be booed again. Nothing is going to change out of me. You're going to get the same effort day to day from me. End quote. Is Bo Nix being arrogant? Is Bo Nix saying, hey, I don't care what the fans think of me, I'm still going to do what I do? Or is he saying, hey, you know what? I've been booed before. I'll be booed again. It's the nature of the game. I could care less. Where do you think that his comment comes from?
I think it's the second, because to be a quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have thicker than thick skin. And the Bronco fans, they're passionate. My friend Helen, who's watching the show, how you doing, Helen? Went to the game. It was warmer in Denver than it was in Los Angeles when she went to that game. It was mid 60s at the game. We were basically upper 50s. I'm jealous, Helen. But now you guys got snow. But at the same time,
so you slammed her right after that. That was good, Jeff. That was good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I love her to death. She helps me out with a golf tournament. Is an amazing volunteer. But let's look at it this way. I think as Bronco fans, we wanted to see a crush. Wanted to see Bo Nix throw for 3-4 touchdowns. We wanted to see more. And maybe it was just the supply and demand. The demand was to really just score so many points, where the supply factor was, let's not do overkill. Let's not show our hand. Let's make sure we're patient. Would I have been in
it's the poker face. I'm not going to tell you what I have.
Yeah. Would I, if I was in the stands while I booed, I would not, because you know what? Bo Nix is responsible for several comebacks, has brought us to a point where we're
3 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. So, yeah, for some of the fans to boo, you can't we can't make everybody happy when doing
Come
this
on,
show.
we can make everybody happy. We can. No, we can't. Oh yeah, we're married. Sorry, you're right. You're right. We can't make everybody.
We can't make everybody happy.
Yeah, good point.
Three words were regarding that. Zip, zero, nada.
Richard Rich says that.
Bill, your Chargers play this weekend.
No, my Broncos ain't playing this weekend. That ain't my team. Do you see any yellow anywhere? You don't even see yellow lights up there. I refuse to have any yellow lights up there. Not going to happen. I'm glad I said son of Sammy Davis. Not son of a, name. Whew, that was close. What does the Buffalo Bills and LAPD have in common? They can't stop a Bronco. Whoa. That was good. I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. That was good. That was good, my friend. I did not see where that was coming from. I did not even see where that was coming. That's good. Whew. That's good. Yeah. Hopefully we play the Buffalo Bills, because if they can't stop a Bronco, we're in good shape. The Denver Hoof? Nick Nichols. What is a Denver Hoof? I don't know, but hey, I brought it up. All right. Now,
he's probably referring to a horse that just ran at Los Alamitos last night. The horse's name was Hoof, and second word was hearted. So say that all together.
Hoof-hearted? Oh, hoof.
Yep.
Get out of here. Gee whiz. I can just hear the other. And now hoof-hearted is in the late, and now hoof-hearted. Yeah, that's good. Mega Dr. Dre says 4 quarterbacks made the Super Bowl in their second year in the NFL history. Can you guys guess who? Oh, boy. 4 quarterbacks made the Super Bowl in their second year in the NFL. Don't look it up, Spence.
I'm not.
Eli Manning? I'll say Eli Manning.
Kurt
Am I
Warner.
right? And won it. Oh, and won it.
And won it.
What
Kurt Warner.
fudge? Kurt Warner? Okay, you say Kurt Warner. Come on, Mega Dre, help us out. If we get it right, keep posting. He said Kurt Warner. I said Eli Manning. I'm still laughing. You guys are funny but smart, I think.
Jim McMahon.
Oh, yes. Yes on what? Kurt Warner?
Probably Kurt Warner. Jim McMahon, I think.
Rudy says, I'm still laughing. You guys are funny. Oh, Kurt Warner. He says Kurt Warner. Okay, Kurt Warner.
Yep. How about Jim
You
McMahon?
Jim McMahon. I say Eli Manning. And, oh, Phil Simms. Phil Simms with the Giants. No? No, not on Phil Simms.
All right, Mega.
Oh, hang on. The guy for the Redskins, and it was the Redskins, and when they beat the Broncos in 1987, it was that Williams guy.
Oh my God. I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, Mega. The worst two words in the
Russell
dictionary
Wilson.
for me.
Russell Wilson.
I think it might be Russell Wilson.
Because that Williams guy, Doug Williams for the Redskins.
No, he was in his late 30s. He played many years at
Really?
Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Yes on here. Yes on who? Russell Wilson?
Oh, don't say
Was
that.
Was it yes on Russell Wilson? Mega,
just type the 4 in there. Russell.
Oh, it is Russell. So it's Russell Wilson, Kurt Warner.
How about Jim McMahon? Was Jim McMahon, was that his second year with the Bears when he took them to the Super Bowl?
Oh, I know who. Tom Brady. He wasn't a starter. He wasn't a starter. It had to be Tom Brady.
That's right, because Bledsoe got hurt.
Yeah. Tom Brady. I say Tom Brady. If it's not Tom Brady, then I'll say Tom Brady. Yeah.
You got one. All right, we got 3 of the 4. Are you sure
Tom Brady?
Mega? Are you sure Jim McMahon is not correct? Could have sworn he came out in 80.
I'm putting that up. Tom Brady. I got that one, man. No more. I mean, one more.
One more. God. No. Vince Ferragamo.
Bart Starr.
No, the Rams didn't win this. Bart Starr no, Bart Starr had been in the league.
The guy.
Nope,
the guy
from AFC North. Oh,
AFC North. Who's
Terry
the only one
Bradshaw?
won the AFC North? The only one that's won. Hey, what's up, D-Rock? I said, what's up?
What's
Johnny
up,
Unitas. Rudy said Johnny Unitas. He ain't AFC. D-Rock, what is up, man? My brother-in-law, Rudy Torres, who just joined the membership. Thank you so much, Rudy, for being a member. He goes, Johnny Unitas. Well, I don't think that was AFC North, but it's an AFC. So, well, back then it was NFC, but
Roethlisberger?
Close to the other guy. Roethlisberger? Maybe. Not, who's the guy from
AFC North? So,
AFC North.
It'd be Cincinnati, but
it can't be the Bengals. Bengals never won a Super Bowl.
Oh,
Bengals
yes.
never won. Cleveland.
Roethlisberger.
No.
I think I got it.
Joe Montana? No, ain't.
No. Mega Dre, Dr. Dre said yes. I think it was Roethlisberger. So Roethlisberger, Kurt Warner,
Tom Brady and Russell
and
Wilson.
Tom Brady. Are those the three?
Wow.
Are those the four, Mega?
Wow. So we got Wilson, Brady, Warner, and who's the other one?
Roethlisberger, Russell Wilson, Kurt Warner, and Tom Brady.
There you go. There's a four.
There we are. Good question, Mega. I appreciate that. Thank you
that
so
was
much.
Great, man. That was great.
Made us think.
Wow. Made us think. You guys are putting us on the hot seat, man.
We only needed hints.
We did not even look it up. Seriously, we did not look it up.
And we needed only a hint on one of them. So good job, Bill. We did good.
Yeah, I thought we did good, man. Yes, all four. Wait a minute. There it is. All four Knicks will be all four Knicks will be the fifth. I hope so. Thanks, Mega. Great question, dude. Great question. Now, you know, each and every week, and I'm going to say this. I know Spence would echo it. Each and every week, you guys always make the show better than it is. Because you guys are electric. You bring topics. You bring comments. You bring questions like Mega Dr. Dre did. And that's what we love about the show. This show may be constructed by us, but it is orchestrated and governed by you guys. That's what makes this show as great as it is. And we will always, always honor, respect, and appreciate those in the chat because you guys are the backbone of the show. Am I correct, Spence?
You are correct. So Papa and Jelly, what's up?
What's up? Nice to have you. Absolutely. Nice to have you. Randy and Broncos. Hey, guys, I was referred here by a guy who came from 401 Raider Jeff. Great.
Oh, nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Really do appreciate it.
He is from Montreal. What's that about?
Oh, put it back up.
Well, there we go.
Go
Montreal. Broncos. Thank you, Randy, so much.
By the way, congratulations on the Montreal Canadiens winning last night in hockey. That was nice. That was a great win.
So, Randy, what's your beer of choice up there in Canada? Always curious about that.
I wonder if they still make Molson Golden. Do you remember that?
Oh, I love Molson.
Canadian beer. Molson Golden was really good. Oh yeah, go Habs, go! There you go.
Amen.
Montreal Canadiens. Yep. I always wondered, Randy, explain this to me. Why do they call them the Habs when they're Canadians? I don't understand that nickname. So please help out this fellow hockey fan. I'm a Colorado Avalanche fan. Obviously, you can see it back there. But what? Any Molson will do.
Yes. Well said, Randy. Well said. Cheers to you. Hopefully you got one going right now.
I'm just wondering why. I don't even know what the word "hab" means. I mean, I'm just curious. I don't know.
You know what, Randy?
I mean, I'm not
come
Canadian,
to the show next week. I usually drink Konas. I'll get a 6-pack of Molsons and drink them with you for the show next week.
There you go. That'd be sweet.
You got me thinking. No, I haven't had a Molson in a while. I really enjoyed it.
D-Rock says, go Sharks. Okay, we got a Shark fan in the house. We got a Montreal Canadian fan in the house. We got my Avalanche fan in the house. We've got Kona Spence's LA Kings in the house. Hey, we're diverse.
No,
we are diverse.
You know what, D-Rod? I still think that cross-check you did against our player when he wasn't trying to punch the puck in, that should have still been a goal or a penalty. But good job on you guys taking the Kings out on Wednesday. Great play that you guys did.
The Sharks beat the Kings on Wednesday?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
How'd you let that happen, man?
We were up 3-2, and they pulled their goalie, and their 19-year-old stud made an incredible move. Had a great shot.
Celebrini is insane, dude. That guy's nuts. Okay, here's my answer. Randy and Broncos says Canadians were called the habitants, meaning settlers in French, shortened to the Habs. There you go. I learned something new. Thank you
I
so
love
much for educating me. I did not know
love
that.
the education.
So the Canadian Montreal Canadiens nickname is called the Habs. Now I know why.
Nice.
That's great. Thank you so much, man. I love learning new things. I love hockey. I watch the Avalanche games every single time they're playing. In fact, they play them all night. And I love the sport. I love learning new things. I love learning new things. Period. But learning things from other cultures and other you know countries and things, that really intrigues me. I really like. Randy Ambrose says, "Guy, do you think our Broncos offense is playing up to par? Also, I am not happy with our third and long defense. I'm not happy with our third and long defense either. What do you think, Spence?
I would say we're not exact. The offense hasn't played up to the standards that we want them to be at. They've done barely enough to get by. I mean, they looked good. They looked good against Washington. They looked good against Green Bay. They looked okay against Jacksonville. These past 2 weeks, they've really been ultra conservative. Now, that game in Kansas City was a trap game, and they got out of there with a win. This last week, they didn't show all the bells and whistles that they should have. So, also not happy about our third and long defense. Oh my God. Randy, you probably remember this play too. How is it on 3rd and 25 in Washington, you play a prevent defense and allow Washington to get a nice down and out without being challenged for 19 yards, setting up a 4th and 6? That is the thing that frustrates me about Vance, is that when you have a team down and you have them back and it's 3rd and 10 plus, you don't just go and play prevent defense. You attack, because now you make the dropping back to pass shorter time for him to throw, meaning these players can't get into down the field for 10 yards. So the 3rd and long defense does frustrate me a bit.
What happened, dude?
Nothing.
Oh. Are you there? Okay.
I'm here. You froze.
Okay. Whatever.
So, yeah, I think we are frustrated a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit more when we get to potential matchups for the next round. But, yeah. Oh, there you go. I agree, Kona. It's been prevent defense all year on 3rd downs. Exactly. Attack. When you have someone down, you don't let them have an opportunity to come back up. You keep going on the attack. And so that's why.
How about this one? D-Rock says, no more playing down to our competition because everyone's better moving forward. You've said we always play down to our competition. You said that all year.
I said it all year. We play up to our competition. We play down to it. Well, we're in the playoffs right now. So you play down to the competition, you're going to be out of the playoffs quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ooh, I totally agree with Randy and Broncos.
Yep.
As much as I love Vance Joseph, I don't think is a good head coach. I don't either.
Yeah. When we first had this topic about three weeks ago, where we discussed it, where Vance was getting potential. Yes, Chitwood, we do remember you. Yes, we remember you. I know you're waiting. Friend. I know what you're doing, Chit. You're waiting for me to slip up so I could say it in a different different pronunciation. I know you're waiting for that. I know it's coming. You okay? Oh, okay. Well, the boss came up in to say hello.
That's fine. She can come on screen and wave and say hi. How's everybody doing? She can do it. She didn't want to do it. I agree.
Yeah. She's not.
That's fine.
Oh, interesting, Randy. Broncos are 11-2 in 1 postseason wins. Now it is no more losses. I don't like how we make third-string quarterbacks look like superstars. Yeah, well, no, we didn't make them kind of look third string quarterbacks. I mean, Kansas City, I think they got only a total of 134 yards this past week, about the same. You know what?
Hey, I'm gonna sip away for just a second. Continue this for about the next 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, Randy, I hear you here with your perspective, and I don't like us playing down to our competition. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes up. So, amen. Oh, yo, is Gators playing right now? No, the Gators are not playing right now. It's actually Indiana and Oregon who are playing right now, and Indiana's up 21-7. So we'll see there. Randy, guys, do they still sell those foam horse heads? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they still do. You just got to be there at the right time. So, Tib Freak, what's happening? How you doing today? How's the weather in your area? How many jet sweeps and different style plays have we run? How much of those types of plays have SP run in the past? A ton, but we have gained the first seed while playing super vanilla football. You know, Tib, you bring up a good point. I mean, the offense hasn't really opened up the playbook as much as we would expect, as much as we saw against Dallas, against Cincinnati, against Green Bay, against, let's see, who else did we do? I know what you guys want. You guys want us to win every game 35-6 or 35-7. You're not going to get that. Now, what we need is our defense to keep us in a good position so that we don't have to rely on the offense to win the game. So defense, when it gets to the playoffs, you could have a great offense, but it's a better defense that's going to win you championships. You want a primary example of that? Go back to, I think it was 1993 when Houston was up, I think it was 35-7 at Buffalo with that incredible offense. And what happened? They melted down. Buffalo came back, won that game. So as long as we win, I am more confident with McLaughlin in our backfield. I don't like RJ Harvey always stutter step while gaining minimal yards. I completely
That comes
agree.
from Randy Broncos.
Yeah, Randy, I completely agree because I don't know if they do this in the video, but I would love it if someone could put a little camera into RJ Harvey's helmet and be able for him to see after the game the vision of where the hole was. How many times, Bill, have I said this, that I know RJ Harvey made a living stutter stepping, bouncing it out and running around everybody in college.
Can't do that in the NFL. Can't do that there.
You can't do that right now. And that's the thing that RJ Harvey has done this year. And what's happened every single time he's done that, we've lost yards. He's got to trust the hole and trust what the blocking schemes are and hit the hole. Now, McLaughlin, he hasn't had as much chances, but he does go between the tackles and he does hit the hole more prominently than RJ Harvey. So,
yeah,
Randy, I think you bring a great idea, great aspect with McLaughlin. I think when it comes to the playoffs, you can't rely on one guy at running back. You've got to be having a 3-man rotation and get everybody involved in the game.
Right. All right. We are going to go to our segment that always seems to pop up more often than not. Here it is, this week's Jackass of the Week. Here we go.
Here come the police.
You suck, you jackass.
Washington Commanders cornerback Marshawn Latimer was arrested last Wednesday, 2 days ago, after a traffic stop for carrying a concealed weapon. Why do these guys need concealed weapons? Don't they make enough money to have a bodyguard or somebody with them? Let me continue. The report listed it was a 9mm Glock. And he was also charged for improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle. In other words, it wasn't put away. It wasn't locked up. Oh no, it's probably in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they saw it. Let me continue. Let's see. Oh, here we go. He was also arrested in March 2021 in Cleveland on receiving
Yep.
a stolen firearm. Do these guys ever learn? I'll let Spence comment on that in a minute. He received a 1-year probation. Talk about the one in Cleveland. He received a 1-year probation and a suspended 180-day jail sentence. The Redskins, Commanders, released a statement saying, and I quote, "We have been aware of the arrest and are gathering more information. We have informed the NFL league office, and we now don't have any further comment at this time." End quote. Of course they don't. They're not going to say anything. What? You two what?
Me too. I've got a bet on Indiana minus 3.5.
They're up 28-7. Good. Now, Spence, what do you think of that? I know that these guys never learn. Why would you carry a 9mm Glock in your vehicle? And do they not have bodyguards? Can they not afford somebody pay them, $100,000 a year to protect my freaking backside or backside ass, whatever? Protect my butt.
You know what
is wrong with these people?
It probably goes to this. Who is he hanging out with? Who is he associating with?
Good point.
Who is he trying to impress? Who is the boys he's with? And is this the attitude that he has to have to be part of this? Now, I don't know his background. I don't know where he came from. I don't know if he came from a town or a region where he had to battle and there was gang violence, anything like that, or that lifestyle. Now he's going to probably get felony strike number 2. Strike 3, you're gone for 25 years. Now, why are the Commanders responding like this? Well, they have to respond in a neutral aspect, but I'll bet you anything, the attorney and general manager for the Washington Commanders are doing everything they can to look at the contract, to look at the player owner agreement, and to see how they can get out of this, because this is a felony. And if he gets convicted, bye-bye. Your NFL career is going to be done, because I don't think another team is.
Well, see, that's my problem. I know, Spence, you think differently than a lot of these guys. You haven't been in there. I'm not in the comments, so I can't see what you're doing. I'm into the media part, but so I know that you don't have the lifestyle or the upbringing that they have. But my question to you is this: if somebody didn't mean to hit the microphone, if somebody, or if you were be in a situation like let's say in 2021 in Cleveland, wouldn't you think you would have, a light bulb would have gone, oh shoot, I don't want to go down that road again. Oh, I'm not going to do that again. How many times have we had? I've had a traffic stop before. In fact, a real quick story. Years ago, I was in a part of San Diego County where they put up a brand new traffic light, and I wasn't aware of it. I made a right-hand turn on the red light, and there was a sign that clearly said "No turn on red light," and I made a right-hand turn. Cop jumped out in the middle of the road, put his hands up, stopped, and I stopped. And he goes, "Do you know why I stopped you?" I said, "I have no idea. I made a right-hand turn. I stopped completely." He said, "Yes, you did. But it says up there, no right-hand turn on red." I said, "I've never seen that sign before." And he said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a traffic ticket. I guarantee you'll be paying more attention to red lights from now on." And I did. I learned my lesson. How come these guys don't learn their lesson, Spence, is my question. How can these guys not learn their lesson when something tragic happens in their life and they repeat it? I've never repeated turning right out around. I always look now. Where's that motherfucking sign? Because I know it's out there. I always look now. Why? Because I got burned once. I'm not going to get burned again. Why do these guys continually repeat the same mistakes, same felonies every single time?
Yeah, and Richie Rich is asking what we're talking about here. So we're talking about Latimer, who got arrested for concealed weapon, his second arrest on this. So it's potentially his second felony. But I mean, there's a saying that one of my buddies, who thankfully he's out of this, and a little risque, I'll say this: you can take the man out of the hood, but can you take the hood out of the man? So has Latimer
Von
not
Miller
figured?
did.
Yeah,
Von Miller did. He always said that. Von Miller said that he grew up in a bad neighborhood in Houston, and whenever he had a break from the Broncos, he said he would always go back to go see his mom in Houston, but he would never tell his buddies he was coming home.
Yeah, and that's it. Latimer has now put his livelihood at risk just to impress buddies or just to be one of the guys. It's unfortunate that he's one of the guys for a situation that's probably not ethically approved or a good situation. So, it doesn't look good for him. And I'll bet you anything, Washington Commanders right now are doing everything they can to see what they can do to get away from the contract, because if he's found guilty and the Commanders support him, what is that going to say about the organization?
Yeah. All right, we're going to get into the last two topics. I know you guys love it, the last two topics of the show. So here it is, but let's back out of this week's Jackass of the Week.
You suck, you jackass.
All right. Next to last topic. Who do Broncos country want to see this weekend? Who do we cheer for? We have a bye. There's some critical games out there. There's some critical matchups. Who do Broncos country want to see this weekend? Here it is. This is my thoughts. I'll let Spence talk about his thoughts, and you guys in the chat, please feel free to bring your thoughts. Here it is. With the wild card playoffs this weekend, who do Broncos faithful cheer for? Okay. Do we want to play the Steelers?
Yes, please.
How about Buffalo?
Sure.
Certainly not the Wagons. I mean Chargers.
Why not?
Therefore, I say we need to have number 7 Wagoners, I mean Chargers, lose to the Patriots. Number 3 Jacksonville lose to the Bills. And number 5 Houston lose to the Steelers. That would mean Buffalo would go to Denver in the divisional round game. What do you think of that, Spence?
That would be the dream scenario for us, because as much as I mean, there's 4 teams we could potentially face. Houston, who we did beat, but they did not have their starting quarterback.
I don't want to see them. I don't want to see
their
them.
defense has only gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. Steelers, would love to see them. Would love to play against them. Probably not.
But that would mean Jacksonville would have to beat Buffalo.
Exactly.
And I don't want to see Jacksonville win.
I do not want to see Jacksonville. Would I like to see the Chargers? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Well, hey, would you rather? Okay, I'll give you 3 teams. Who would you rather face? Houston, Jacksonville, or the Chargers?
Houston.
And that defense?
Because we've already played the Wagoners twice and they know us.
But we didn't. We basically stopped drinking Kona. What, Rich? Come on. I can't stop drinking. Dinking. Stop dinking. Okay. All right. Thanks, Anna. So honestly, I would, if you had, let's look at the potential.
That's because I hate the freaking Wagoners, so I'm not gonna say.
I know, but
them.
let's look at the potential scenarios. So we could face Steelers. Would love to do that. I don't think it's realistic. I think Houston does beat.
Because I don't want Jacksonville to beat Buffalo.
I think Jacksonville is going to manhandle Buffalo. Even though Buffalo is favored in that game by a point.
See, Richie Rich agrees with me. Any fool who wants to see a team who beat us already is nuts. The Wagoners beat us.
Well,
Wagoners beat us.
Jacksonville beat us in week 3. Week 3.
Doesn't matter. They beat us. They beat us.
Well,
they beat us. Actually, so did Jacksonville.
No, Jacksonville's the team I fear the most, but we wouldn't face them in the divisional round. So,
right.
Realistically, if all goes as I think it may go, we might be playing against Houston. But potentially we could play against your Wagoners.
Not mine. Not my wagon. My wagons are to kick to the dump. Oh, you want to hear something quick? Okay. Now, you know how I've always, you know why I call them Wagoners, right? Because there's no real fans, right? I work with the guy at the golf course. He claims to be a diehard Wagoner fan. Excuse me. That's an oxymoron. He claims to be a Wagoner. He says he's a diehard fan, but he's a Wagoner. And I'll tell you why. We talked earlier in the season. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna win the division, and we're gonna run the table, and we're going to the Super Bowl." I saw him today. His name is Jordan. I said, "Jordan." I said, "Well, looks like a tough game this weekend." You know what his answer was? Well, no, I'm being dead serious. This is exactly what he said. I said, "Hey, tough game this weekend, man. I mean, New England." I was being honest. I was just trying to be nice, right? He goes, "Yeah, if we lose, it's okay." Huh? If we lose, it's okay? I said, "Wait, what do you mean if you lose, it's okay?" I said, "If Denver loses, I ain't going to be okay." You know what his answer was? "Well, there's always next year." I went, "Oh, that's right. You are a Charger Wagoner." And he goes, No, I've had season tickets. It doesn't matter. You just said it's okay. I'm like, holy crap. It's real. The Wagoners are real. There's no fans. They are nothing but Wagoner. He claimed to be a true, quote, fan. He just proved my point today. It's okay if they lose because there's always next year. What the fudge? Yeah, I was shocked. I looked at him and I said, I can't. I looked at him and I said, "Do you think it'd be okay if Denver loses the first round?" He goes, "Well, at least you won the division." I said, "That's not good enough." I said, "No, that ain't good enough. I want to keep going. The ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl and get the Super Bowl and win it. The ultimate goal isn't just, we made the playoffs, so it's okay if we lose." I was shocked, dude. I was absolutely shocked coming from him because I really thought, okay, I finally met a really true. Nope, there ain't no real true freaking LA fan. None whatsoever. And it was proven today. And I am so happy to say that on the show because if he happens to be watching or somebody on that knows him, which I know that there are some people that are watching that know him, good. I'll bring that up when I see him next time. I'll say, hey, go watch the 1 hour and 9 minute mark at our show. You'll see exactly what I said. You know, let's see. Super Bowl is what? Anticlimactic. Why?
Why?
Why is it?
Mike?
Hey, Mike. Why is Mike Lewis? Why is the Super Bowl anticlimactic?
Because probably his team's not in there.
Good point. Good point.
Only thing I could think of.
Good point. All right. We are at the very last topic, and there it is. Seattle, Denver. Vegas has the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos revisiting Super Bowl 48 back in Super Bowl 60. And that's what Vegas has. Here it is. Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos both have a bye this week as the number one seeds in their conference. Vegas has Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos favored to make the Super Bowl, and Seattle winning again. Seattle won Super Bowl 48 against Peyton Manning and the Broncos, and Vegas has odds on favorite for Seattle Seahawks to beat the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. My question to everybody out there is simply this. Do you believe it, for one? It's a 2 point. Do you believe it, for one? And two, do you think and feel it's because they say Seattle has a better defense?
I'm going to tell you this, and I've said it before, in a long time, this is probably the most wide open NFL playoffs that we have had. So Seattle is plus 400 or 4-1 to win the Super Bowl. Would you believe Broncos are not the second pick? It is the LA Rams who are plus 450. Or
yeah, but they're trying AFC. They're trying AFC against Seattle.
Right. So I did a hard look at everything here, and I could make a case for 10 of the teams to win the AFC or to make it to the Super Bowl. And it's interesting because
who would your matchups be?
Who would my matchups be, or who are the 10 teams who I thought who
would your matchups be? Denver, Seattle, Denver Rams.
Denver, Seattle is
New England Rams.
No, you know what? As much as I think out of the 5 teams who I could make a case for in the AFC, New England is the least one. Broncos and Rams.
From Randy.
Randy, I'm not sold on the Rams. I mean, them coming down the stretch, losing that tough game at Seattle, not looking.
Can they beat Carolina this weekend?
Well, you want to know something? I'm thinking of having a little fun with that game because it's 10.5. The Rams are favored by 10.5 points at Carolina. What happened about a month ago in Carolina? Oh yeah, they lost.
Ooh,
Carolina and lost 31-28.
Dylan McMaster says Rams and Bills.
Rams, yes. Bills, no. I think the Bills have got some issues. They are just offensively, they're not as strong as they were last year. Defensively, they're also not as strong as they were last year.
How about Randy Bronco says he doesn't see Philly or 49ers coming out. So who do you see in the NFC? Seattle?
Probably it's Seattle or the Rams.
Carolina's in there.
Carolina, you want to know something? Carolina scares me because they've been playing better the second half of the year. The Rams, they just haven't looked as solid this past in December as they did. Yeah, Randy, the Rams, they haven't looked as solid a team as they did in the first 3 months of the season. So anything's possible. But Randy, you also made the point you don't want to play Jacksonville. That's the team in the AFC right now that scares me. And that I hope we don't have to meet until the AFC Championship. I mean, I'd love to get a second shot at them, but
I don't want them anywhere near the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw something out there, guys. Who I want you to think about this. I want you to tell me if it's an omen, coincidental, or just something to talk about. 10 years ago, Super Bowl 50, Denver Broncos won the AFC West. It was the first time since this, first time in 10 years since this year. Won the AFC West. We won home field advantage by beating out the New England Patriots, who ended up number 2. Denver also had home field advantage, ran the table, went to Super Bowl. Oh, where was the Super Bowl in where was that Super Bowl right there? Super Bowl 50?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. Where's the Super Bowl this year? Santa Clara. What did the Denver Broncos do this year they hadn't done 10 years? Oh, that's right. Win the AFC West and number 1 seed throughout. Who was number 2 in 20 in 10 years ago? New England Patriots. Who's number 2 this year? New England Patriots. Oh, by the way, who did Denver play in the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 50? The Carolina Panthers, who barely made the playoffs this year. The Carolina Panthers. Is it an omen? Is it fate? Is it coincidence? Or none of the above? What do you think, Spence?
I think it's just, you know what? We're in the playoffs and anything is possible.
You're just going to throw all of that out the window.
I'm just going to throw it all out the window because, I mean, Randy, you bring up the point. Panthers couldn't even beat the Bucs to secure their own spot. Yeah, that was on the road. Now, do I think the Panthers could go all the way to the Super Bowl? No, because that means they have to go on the road to either Chicago, Philadelphia, or Seattle. Coincidental.
Randy said the whole thing's all coincidental. You know what? To me, I look at it and go, strange. Isn't that weird, though, that everything 10 years ago is lining up in 10 years later? I don't believe in, I really don't believe in, okay, if it happened then it's going to happen again. I don't believe that. You know, lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place kind of thing. But I just thought that was very interesting. The Carolina Panthers made the playoffs the very last game of the season, and they happen to be the team that we played in Super Bowl 50. Now, let me ask you this. Should it come down to the Broncos and Panthers in Super Bowl 60, are you guys going to remember what I said? So I want guys going to remember what I said.
What's up, Corn? How you doing? He's predicting a Rams Broncos Super Bowl or Jacksonville, Carolina.
A lot of people are.
Or Jacksonville, Carolina.
Ooh, that would be interesting, Super Bowl.
That would
although
be
I don't want it.
Although I
don't want it.
Yeah, I don't think the NFL would want it either.
East Coast, they want it. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast Mountain.
Yeah.
I don't care who we play. I want the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, we want our Broncos to be there.
Absolutely. Period. All right, Spence, we are out of topics. Unless you have a topic you want to bring up, something interesting, whatever it is, or you can just start running down those in the chat and just say thanks and gratitude for everybody who's been here supporting us into this new year, 2026. And we'll look forward to a bye week. Cheer for the teams you want to cheer for this weekend. Doesn't matter. All we can do is cheer. Cheer for the teams you want this weekend. And we'll let Spence go ahead and close us out with the topics, and then I'll close us out for the show, guys. Thanks so much for being a part each and every week like you are. Go ahead.
So
Spence,
I
take us
wanted to
home.
throw it out before I go to the chat. I wanted to throw it out to the chat. Does anybody have any upsets for the weekend? Now, there's some very interesting spreads this weekend. I mean, the Rams favored by 10.5 at Carolina. That's a lot of points.
I don't do the spread. I do just straight up. I'll take the Rams over Carolina.
Take the Rams over Carolina. This
Straight
was
up.
interesting. This was one of the two interesting ones that stood out to me. Packers, who are the 7th seed, and Bears, who are the 2 seed. Packers
I'll take Bears.
Packers are favored by 1.5. And
I'll take
Randy's
Bears all day long.
picking 2 upsets. Bills upset, Houston upset. Well, those wouldn't be upsets, Randy, because the Bills, if you can believe it, are favored by 1 point at Jacksonville, and Houston is favored by 3.5 at Pittsburgh. And it's just amazing that more road teams are favored.
I wonder if he's saying that the Bills will be upset and Houston will be upset. I wonder if that's what he's saying.
Well, it's possible. Yeah, this is the first time since this new format that 4 more road teams are favored than home teams. The only home teams that are favored are New England by 3.5 over the Chargers and Philly by 6 over San Francisco. San Francisco just looks like they're a mess right now. And even though I don't
What's
trust
up with Christian
Philly,
McCaffrey? That guy can't run through he can't even run through a wet sock.
he's beaten up. He is playing hurt. He's got a bad shoulder. He
looks horrible.
I think
there you go.
No, I'm
Randy
saying
says the Bills will win
and
and Texans will win.
So they're not technically upsets if you're looking at point spreads, but if you're looking for the road teams, yes. The game that I really wanted to throw a little machismo on and a sushi dinner, I just like Jacksonville to take care of Buffalo because I think, but I hate to
Bite your tongue.
Hey,
I do not want Jacksonville anywhere near the playoffs after this week.
I don't either, but I think Jacksonville takes care of Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Well,
that's right. Buffalo doesn't have. That's right. Buffalo's a wild card. That's right.
So I'm just saying. I think the only really underdog that I'm going to probably be playing some financial interest on is Jacksonville.
I like this one. I like Josh Sillin. I like that. I like Josh Sillin too. Josh Allen. No, I know it's what I meant. I know you meant Josh Allen. Just playing with the guy. He says 49ers records inflated. They had an easy schedule. Do you agree?
Honestly, I didn't look at the 49ers schedule in more detail, but they did play a lot of games against the NFC South or no, NFC South. And who did they face in the AFC? Did they face the AFC North? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I just think the 49ers are dealing with too many injuries right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy, check the 49ers games versus subpar teams. Agreed that. Hey, Randy, as for the game going on right now, I think you're very happy and you're 1 touchdown away from hitting your over as Indiana is up 35-7 over Oregon at halftime.
Nah, at half, 35-7.
We're having sushi tonight.
It's 35 or 45? 35.
It's 35-7, and he just needs 1 more touchdown to cover the over portion of his parlay. So, Randy,
nice.
wishing the best for you for that.
I did
So
I did a
other than
parlay. I only bet $1. I do a little cheap stuff. I only bet $1 on Miami and Indiana to win. So I put $1 down. I'm gonna win 275. I don't care. $2.
uh,
I go little. I don't do stuff, man.
yep. So as for tomorrow's games, I think the Rams win, but it's in a closer than expected game. Green Bay, I don't trust Caleb Williams when it comes to playing against above 500 teams. I don't trust him. So if I'm not playing the game, but if I had a few extra dollars, I think Green Bay goes to Chicago and wins that game.
Wow. All right. All right.
Just my opinion there. So, all right. Should we say thank you to the
The main backbone of our show, the chat people? Absolutely.
Sorry.
Beer,
Started choking.
more beer.
I only got a little left.
I bet you don't cough it. I bet you don't cough the rest of the show.
I probably won't. So let's give it up to everybody in the chat. David Yonkin, thank you so much for being a member for over a month. Really appreciate it. And Randy, the next stream next Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock in Montreal time. And yes, I will get some Molson's for the show. No Kona. We'll change my name to Molson Spence for that show.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Molson Spence. That would be great. Oh, I love it, Randy. Thank you so much for being in chat.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Rudy
mean it.
And Rudy Torres, thank you very much for being a new member. We really appreciate you being a part of the family. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Wood, I know you were hoping that I would mistakenly pronounce that, but thank you for being a part of the show. Mega Dr. Drew. Yes, we're going to be winning Super Bowl our fourth Super Bowl. This one's for this team. We'll see you guys next week, Randy. Tell all your friends. Flame Warrior Golden, thank you for the religious beliefs. I do go to church, try to get to church as much as I can on Sunday. So thank you for your religious passages. We, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Garrett Shelton, who is a McLaughlin fan. Thank you so much, Garrett, for being a part of the show. Richie Rich, appreciate you jumping into the show. If you guys want to catch his show, the Wild Wild West, actually, the Wild Wild West, which is on Tuesdays, if I am correct on that. So that's a good show to also Wednesdays. Sorry about that, Richie Rich. Let's see. Son of Sammy, thank you very much for being part of the show. Really appreciate it. Rick Nichols, what a great, good joke about the Denver hoof. But are we talking about the horse who ran last night at Los Alamitos named Hoof with the second name Hearted? Bill, you can put those two words together if you want to.
No, I'm not doing that.
All right. Mega Dr. Dre, again, have to give a special shout out again to you for that trivia question. Thank you very much for those four guys making us think. We really do appreciate it.
That was great.
Papa 90, what's up to you, Papa? Appreciate you being part of the show.
Whoa!
Randy and Broncos. Victory Lab. Thank you for jumping in.
Dude? Yo!
Hit that thumbs up button.
Go. Absolutely. Hit the thumbs up like button, you guys. Thank you so much.
Continue, Tip Freak, thank you very much for being a McLaughlin supporter. Yeah, we need to have a running back by committee right now because Harvey's not doing it, and McLaughlin is not getting enough chances. Hopefully you're doing okay, Victory Lap at work. Mike Lewis, Super Bowl is anticlimactic. That comment is anticlimactic.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, Dylan Master, thank you for being part of the show. He's predicting Rams and Buffalo Bills.
Yeah,
get one of those right. But anyways, Corn, thank you for being a part of the show. We appreciate it. He's predicting Rams, Broncos, Super Bowl, or Jacksonville, Carolina. Looks
or
good.
any other combination.
Might be a stretch. And Victory Lap, thank you for popping in at the end. Yes, Janelle, more touches. There are several people who have said that in the chat, and I agree with it. He goes and hits that hole between the tackles where RJ Harvey is looking to try to bounce and jump around, which he was able to be successful with in college, but not in the pros. So that's everybody from the chat tonight. Bill, back to you.
Guys, it is always a pleasure to do the show. Spence and I love it each and every Friday night. We look forward to seeing you guys in the chat, your energy, your comments. Great comments. Great, a great question that was asked that kind of put me and Spence to put our heads together. You guys make the show the best it possibly could be each and every week. Without you guys, the show is nothing. We owe everything to you guys. Have a fantastic Friday night. Have a fantastic bye week this Sunday. Enjoy the games. Cheer for the teams that help the Broncos out. Cheer for whoever you want. And we will see you all next Friday night. Till then, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Till then, we will see you. Enjoy. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles.